There we go. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair and members. I am proud to present AB 2164, the Care Without Fear Act. I know that we're all familiar, and in fact, you've already heard a bill while I was sitting here about this issue, with a threat posed to legally protected health care by the federal administration, and more specifically by states that have banned the care and want to criminalize access to life-saving and medically necessary care here in our state. Just earlier this year, Louisiana attempted to extradite a California abortion healthcare provider. Luckily, we have an incredible governor who swiftly stopped the extradition and protected that provider. However, as we look to the future, it is imperative that California providers of both reproductive health care and gender-affirming care are protected against threats of extradition rather than case-by-case analysis, which is how it's currently done. I believe 17 states, if I got that number right, have firm extradition clauses, and California, by passing this bill, would just add to that list. AB 2164 codifies current protections and ensures that regardless of who our governor is, our brave healthcare providers are protected. The bill has been narrowed in scope and will continue working with all the stakeholders to ensure that the bill strengthens our SHIELD laws in the most effective manner. AB 2164 is sponsored by the Abortion Coalition for Telemedicine, who is here with me today, and supported by Planned Parenthood, Equality California, the American College of OBGYNs, and I'm proud to say that the LGBTQ caucus is also supporting it. With me today in support are Lizzie Hinckley, Senior State Legislative Counsel for the Abortion Coalition for Telemedicine, and Dr. Deborah Dolan, who's a family physician of over 20 years with expertise in reproductive health and a volunteer with the National Miscarriage and Abortion Hotline based here in California. And I will turn it over to them.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair. My name is Lizzie Hinckley, and I am the Legal Director for the Abortion Coalition for Telemedicine. ACT is an advocacy organization at the forefront of advancing comprehensive SHIELD laws, enabling telemedicine abortion providers to meet the access needs of patients across the country. AB 2164 strengthens California's existing SHIELD laws by prohibiting future governors from honoring extradition requests for individuals who provide or assist in reproductive health care or gender-affirming care that is legal in California. By removing discretionary authority, the bill ensures California health care providers cannot be extradited to states seeking to criminalize essential health care. This legislation is urgently needed as states across the country seek to enforce abortion bans by criminally targeting abortion providers and, increasingly, patients themselves. This is not hypothetical. 2 doctors providing abortion care pursuant to SHIELD law protections have already been indicted. In the years since Dobbs, SHIELD laws enacted in California and across the country have protected these providers from being extradited to states that have criminalized abortion. Absent statutory protection, if left to the discretion of a different governor, those abortion providers could be sitting in jail awaiting criminal trial. California providers should not have to practice under the uncertainty of shifting political winds. AB 2164 provides the stability necessary to ensure California remains a safe place for patients and providers. The Abortion Coalition for Telemedicine thanks Assemblymember Bauer-Cahan for championing this critical bill and respectfully urges a yes vote. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Deborah Donlan. I'm a native Californian and have been practicing family medicine here in California for more than 20 years. And I also volunteer for the Miscarriage and Abortion Hotline, where I have the opportunity to speak with patients from all over the country. Many of these patients have recently been prescribed and have taken medication that allows them to manage either a miscarriage or an abortion safely at home. And they are calling the hotline to speak with a doctor and make sure that their bodies are responding to the treatment appropriately. Sometimes these patients are in states with abortion bans and have secured the medication from a clinician or doctor who is out of state. These doctors and other clinicians, many of whom are SHIELD law providers, are an essential part of the fragile reproductive healthcare system. While some states work to ban care and target patients and providers, these SHIELD law providers take on great risk to ensure patients can access the care that they need. I work as a physician in California because I know that our state will always protect healthcare access. AB 2164, the Care Without Fear Act, is the next step in protecting this care. The bill strengthens our existing SHIELD laws. It prohibits future governors from honoring extradition requests for providers who assist with reproductive health care services that are legal here in California. Protecting providers from prosecution should not rely on shifting political winds or on a single person's decision. By removing discretionary authority in these circumstances, this bill ensures that California healthcare providers cannot be arrested or extradited to states seeking to criminalize care. This is a crucial protection, and I strongly urge you to support the passage of AB 2164. Thank you.
Thank you again for the presentation and both of you for your testimony. Next, we'll hear from the Me Too's in support of the bill.
Good morning again, Chair and members. Natalia De Silva Tejas with Greenberg Trarg on behalf of Equality California in support. Thank you.
Chair and members, Tim Madden representing the California chapter for the American College of Emergency Physicians in support.
Angela Pontus on behalf of Planned Parenthood Affiliates of California in support.
Kathy Van Austin on behalf of the American Association of University Women of California in support.
Catherine Squire on behalf of the California Commission on the Status of Women and Girls in support.
Jennifer Robles with Health Access California in support.
Martin Radosevich on behalf of Reproductive Freedom for All California in support.
Leslie Caldwell Houston for the California Public Defenders Association in support.
Kevin Guzman with the California Medical Association in support.
All right, thank you, everyone. Final call if you're hoping to be heard in support. Okay, colleagues, before we hear from the opposition witnesses, I'll just note that we were handed a handout. I have approved that dissemination to all of you, so on all of your desks you have this handout that was provided by the opposition witnesses. With that, you each have 2 minutes to address the committee.
Thank you. Erin Friday, our duty attorney. We oppose this bill that will restrict every California governor from extraditing anyone to another state who has violated another state's prohibition against the mutilation and sterilization of children, a thing you call gender-affirming care, but what really is body-destroying care. Our opposition sets forth the legal issues with this bill. I have been testifying for 5 years now, getting up at 5 in the morning, driving 5 hours for 2 minutes of testimony, warning of the harms of gender interventions. I have put up a number of detransitioners from Chloe Cole to Johnny Skinner who testify about their sexual dysfunction, sorrow over losing body parts, physical ailments from years on puberty blockers and wrong sex hormones. But you continue to advance the world's biggest medical scandal, offering protection for medical providers profiting off of people's misery. Scott Wiener often says that I want to erase so-called trans kids. Since I'm a mother of a formerly identifying trans kid, let me tell you about her. She was an insecure girl who was told by all of the adults around her, but her parents, that she was imperfect. She was told to hate that reflection in the mirror. She was told that her body was wrong and that only gender doctors who charge up to $200,000 for puberty blockers could fix her wrongness. She was told I didn't love her because I refused to poison her. She was told she would commit suicide. I make this journey year after year because I saved my daughter. And I am begging you to save other people's daughters too. Vote no.
Good morning. My name is Jamie Reed. I hold a Master's of Science in Clinical Research Management. As I said earlier, I am a lesbian. I run a national gay and lesbian organization dedicated to evidence-based medicine, and I spent 5 years working inside a pediatric gender center. I have testified in nearly 17 states across this country, and I've been in your state for a few hours. I am shocked at how far behind your state is, not just politically, but on the evidence. Every single independent, systematic review of the evidence for pediatric gender medicine has reached the exact same conclusion. The evidence base is insufficient, every single one, without exception. This week, the Finnish study tracked over 2,000 young people through gender clinics, and their psychiatric morbidity did not improve after medical transition. It increased markedly. I have watched this committee today engage issue after issue. You acknowledge the opposition, you work towards common ground, and that is not happening when the word gender is said. Your colleagues will not even speak to us. They are paralyzed. Ask the sponsor, why is abortion tied up with gender? Why are we forcing these two issues together? The international evidence base is crumbling regarding gender, so why have you tied it to abortion? Country by country, review by review, it is crumbling. I want the heterosexual members to know that there is a civil war right now happening on this issue within the very community this bill is purporting to protect. The LGBTQIA is currently at war. When you refuse to engage with the evidence, you are not staying neutral. You have chosen the side that is going to harm gender nonconforming children. You are harming future homosexuals, and you have done it without the courage to even look at the data. We got this so wrong. We were so determined to protect gender nonconforming kids because we didn't want to repeat the problems of how we treated the LGB in the past. The kids who reminded us of ourselves, that we sent them down a medical pathway and hurt them. Every single country who has had the courage to look at the evidence has already begun the reckoning. I am asking you to simply begin it here. At least open up some dialogue within the opposition. Thank you.
Thank you both for your testimony and for making the effort to be here today, and for the resources as well. Next, we'll take the Me Too's in opposition to the bill.
David Polog, SFB Alliance, Taxpayer Oversights for Parents and Students, Leave Our Kids Alone, Truth Exchange, and the LA County chapter of Moms for Liberty in opposition. Thank you.
Good morning, Chair. Apologies, I missed the support line. Karen Stout here on behalf of the California Nurse Midwives Association in support. Thank you.
Greg Burt, Vice President of the California Family Council, in strong opposition. Thank you.
Beverly Talbot, lesbian, longtime Democrat from San Francisco, on behalf of the LGB Courage Coalition, LGB Alliance, and Women Are Real, in very strong opposition.
Thank you all very much. I'll turn it back to the dais now. Are there questions or comments by any members of the committee? We have a motion by Dr. Sharp-Collins. Is there a second? I will second. Any other discussion? Okay. Assembly member, your opportunity to close. I would just ask if there's anything that you have in response to the opposition that you think the committee should know. If you could address that in your close, that'd be appreciated.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. And I'm actually the first thing I want to address is one of the comments that was made about us not me, I haven't spoken yet today, but the body not addressing you or engaging with you. I think that one of the most important parts of this process is engaging with the opposition, whether we agree or not, frankly. And I think there's a lot we don't agree on, and perhaps there's a lot of common ground in other places that we could find. And I think it is absolutely my obligation as the author and as a public servant to listen, and that's what I'm doing here today. I will say this bill does not address the evidence, because that's not the bill. The bill focuses on if you are engaging in acts that other states have a right to find criminal. They get to pass their own laws. They get to make their own decisions. That's states' rights. And California deems these to be fundamental protections to make decisions with your own healthcare provider. And a choice that when you walk into your healthcare provider as a parent or as a individual that you get to make. And we have protected those. They are not criminal here. And so as a result, there is no question in my mind that we should be protecting the physicians that engage in these protected acts here in California. And so I think it's a simple bill, frankly, and one that I hope this committee will support. And I think there are other places to have conversations around the science. I am a believer that, I'm a mom as well. I think, you said your mom. I can't recall if you said you're a mom.
I have 5 children,
Okay.
3 I adopted out of the foster care system.
So we're all moms. I think I will make decisions for my children that feel right for their health care, their mental health, their mental well-being. I know every parent, that's not true, but most parents will make the decisions that they believe are best for their child's mental health and well-being, and they will consult experts to do so, and I think that is their job. And there are children I have loved for whom parents have made the decision to help them get gender-affirming care, and it was absolutely the right thing for those children. And I think that we need to respect that and continue to support that. But this bill is merely about the extradition of physicians who provide that care. With that, I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Okay, thank you all very much. Colleagues, I do recommend an aye, and I'd like to come on as a co-author should it pass out of committee. We have a motion and a second. Let's call the roll.
For item 17, AB 2164 by Assembly Member Bauer Cahan, the motion is due pass to the Judiciary Committee. Schultz. Aye. Schultz, aye. Alanis. Gonzalez. Haney. Harabidian. Lackey. No. Lackey, no. Wen. Ramos. Ramos, aye. Sharp Collins. Aye. Sharp Collins, aye.
Okay, that measures on call as we wait for absent members. Thank you, everyone. Assemblymember Bauer Cahan, I think you have your final bill up, 2631. Do you want to take that up at this time?
If I can, sir.
Absolutely. If you're staff or committee member, please send them to room 126 now. We need them to add on.
And this should be the fastest of the three, I hope. Okay. It's still morning. Good morning, Mr. Chair and members. I want to thank the committee staff for their work on this bill. And with this, I'm proud to present AB 2631. This is a simple bill. We did a bill a couple years ago in the wake of Dobbs related to subpoenas that were being sent to some of our tech companies around activity related to abortion care, and we wanted to, because it's a fundamental constitutional right in California, ensure that our California-based companies were not responding to those subpoenas. This expands that to another fundamental constitutional right here in California, which is First Amendment protected activity, and it is a really important piece because we know right here in California, administrative subpoenas have been sent to our tech companies trying to get at people's First Amendment activity. And it's shocking, and it's not what is protected in a democracy, and we absolutely have the right, as we have done in previous bills, to ask our companies not to respond to those administrative subpoenas. There absolutely still will be process to seek criminal subpoenas through the courts for other, if criminal behavior is sought, but this is merely activity regarding speech that is being sought by the federal government. And we know that not only is exposure detrimental, but the fear of exposure can in and of itself have a chilling effect. And with that, I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Thank you. Do you have any witnesses in support today?
I do not. I'm trying to get you out of here, sir.
All good. Any Me Too's? Any Me Too's? Going once, going twice? Okay. Any opposition witnesses? Going once, going twice. Anyone else with a position whatsoever? Okay. We have a motion. Do we have a second? Thank you. Motion and second. Would you like to close?
Respectfully ask for your aye vote.
And I'll recommend an aye, and I'd like to come on as a co-author to this one as well.
Thank you, Mr.
All right. Let's call the roll.
For item 29, AB 2631 by Assemblymember Bauer Cahan, the motion is due pass to the Appropriations Committee. Schultz. Aye. Schultz, aye. Alanis. Gonzalez. Haney. Harabidian. Lackey. No. Lackey, no. Wen. Ramos. Ramos, aye. Sharp Collins. Sharp Collins, aye.
That was a difficult no for Tom, I'm pretty sure.
No, I know.
All
I got
right.
him on one. I'll take it.
Remains on call. We'll let you know the outcome.